Pierre is a dear friend.
A great friend.
A friend. He's a co-worker.
Pierre's a friend of mine.
Pierre is my boss, but more than that, Pierre is a friend, a role model, and an inspiration.
Pierre, to me, technically he's my boss, but really he's a good friend and a mentor and someone who's taught me a lot in the 12 years I've been able to work with him.
Pierre's many things to me. First and foremost, he's my boss. He's the chief pilot in Guam. And from that standpoint, he's the best boss I've ever had.
I don't have that many people that I can say, if you're in a Mexican prison and you only had one phone call to make, Pierre would be up there on the top 3 of my list.
Pierre, how can I describe what he is to me? He's amazing. He's the dearest friend anyone can have.
Well, that's an easy one. Pierre is my dad. He's always been my dad.
He is someone that will make sure he goes out of his way to let you know that he appreciates the work that you're doing.
He talks to you at his level, at the same level. There's no like I'm above you or you're beneath me or anything like that. He truly will ask for your input.
There's times when, he can be a pain in the ass, but he's my boss, so I can't say that. I'm saying this on camera, so we'll hear this now. But what is great about Pierre, and I've told this to him, and as well as I've told it to other people, we are a great contrast to each other.
Even though he's the chief pilot, and it is a pretty prestigious title to have, just how humble he is.
He's a nice guy. For somebody who is a chief pilot who could probably take on an air of maybe elitism, he doesn't. He comes across, when you get to know him, he's just a nice guy.
As much as I hated it, he would always walk me to class. And on the way to class, he would always run into people he knew, and they'd always ask him, "Oh, how's it going, Pierre? How's your day?" And his response was always, "No complaints."
How much time do you have for me to tell you how Pierre had my back? Pierre had my back many times. Get me weeping on that one. Professionally, if we ever did anything, and again, I like to do things by the book, no ambiguity. And because of that, I could always count on Pierre.
When I found out that I was going to be working with Pierre, I was more than excited because I knew, even from word of mouth, of how he was, how he works, how his attitude was. I felt that he would be a great mentor and a great leader, and not just someone or a boss who would say, not just a boss who would demand, but would take your hand and say, let's do this together.
And he listens to your input. Like he might already have an idea of what he wants to do, how he's going to handle something, but he will talk it over, and then you can see how he's really listening to what you have to say.
If I have a disagreement, he'll listen. And if he truly thinks that it's the right thing to do, he's like, "You're right, let's do that."
It makes working with him so much easier. Time just flies by.
Well, one of the things I love about Pierre is it takes a lot to get Pierre upset. I honestly cannot think of any time in 11 years, personally or professionally.
I've never came across the moment of ever being in any type of argument or any disagreement with Pierre.
I can't think of anything where he got upset. Yeah, I've never seen him upset, to be honest with you.
Ooh, a time where Pierre got really mad. Pierre's never gotten mad at me.
Oh my gosh, I cannot even imagine Pierre getting upset about anything. I've never seen him. Yeah, that's one thing that I have yet to see.
I might be sitting here for a while having to think about a time that he got mad or upset, because honestly I can't really remember a time that just is not really in his character. At least not for me, it wasn't.
A time that Pierre got mad or upset was just about every time he tried to cook a bagel. It would be burnt. Every time.
one of the funniest moments that I have seen with Pierre, there was a Christmas party one year, and I believe the theme was 70s. I believe that was the theme. He was married to Linda at the time, and they came to the party dressed as Sonny and Cher, except Pierre was Cher. So it was absolutely hysterical to see Pierre dressed as Cher and Linda dressed as Sonny. But I had a hearty laugh seeing Pierre flow his wig around and, try to sing in the Cher voice. And thank you for bringing that up, because that's absolutely something I need to remind them about.
Recently, when we were giving a tour of the aircraft, we were doing a walk around, and there was a little hole in the back of the aircraft right underneath the lavatory that was brown, and everyone knows kind of to not walk near that one, and Pierre walked up to it not knowing what it was and put his finger in it, and I think he found out the hard way what that hole was for.
I think the funniest thing about Pierre to me is how when it comes to eating, he always has to have his Tabasco. He loves spicy.
This guy loves his spice.
Extreme amounts of Tabasco, lethal amounts of Tabasco.
Man can't eat without Tabasco, and if he doesn't have any, he goes on, I gotta find some Tabasco.
And I noticed that there was a little box of mini Tabasco bottles, and I was like, oh, okay, I thought it was just for the office. And it turns out it was just for Pierre.
And anything, on Guam, right, we have what they call Denancy. Oh my God, the spicier the better. I laugh every time we sit down to eat, and he's like, I need Tabasco.
For as long as I can remember, he would keep those little mini Tabasco sauces in his flight bag. It was like a requirement almost. He would make sure his iPad was updated, whatever. But more importantly, he would have his little mini Tabascos in there with him.
If you had to choose one, Tabasco or Denancy, what would you choose?
The Tabasco. Tabasco, because it's got the spice, but it also has some vinegar in there, and I like that flavor. I have this in my bag all the time, most of the time. And if I don't have it, I go into cardiac arrest, and it just, it's the staple of my diet, Tabasco.
I think it just shows how much of an island boy at heart he is. He's been here for 20 plus years, and of course he doesn't look like he's local, but he's a Guam boy at heart.
Even though you see him and he's obviously, he's a Caucasian, he's a white guy, right? He's a haole guy. But that guy is really local too, and he really gets to know that he loves Guam.
We're like brother and sister. Not even like, we're brother and sister. Aside from his skin color, he's a white boy, but I love him to death, and I would not trade him out for anything in the world.
One of the few times I went flying with him here in Guam, I was flying with him in a Cessna. We were coming into land, and I had one of my good friends sitting in the back seat as a passenger, and we're coming in, and he's yelling at me. He goes, "Get on the center line, get on the center line." And I'm just like trying to land this damn plane with my friend in the back, and I'm like, okay, I just need to get on the ground. And to this day, every time I land a damn airplane, I hear his voice in the back of my head saying, "Center line, center line." And he knows this because I tell him every time. But it has paid off. I do land on the center line now. I make sure of it. But oh my God, that's something that I just will never forget, for sure.
I think that Pierre, just within, I want to think that just within the airline history, Pierre is probably the longest standing chief pilot. So we're all sad to see him go. Am I proud of him? Absolutely, I'm proud of him. He has done a fabulous job.
Pierre has been with us for a long time, and he's like, to me, he's like an icon. It's like, I almost feel like the airlines United won't be the same without our chief pilot, Pierre Frenay.
I'm such a crybaby, but he is the
best boss. It's so weird to say boss because he's so much more than a boss. You know, he's been a mentor to me and even a father figure to me too, I think.
Knowing that passion myself and seeing him in the last couple months, I've seen his sadness. So will people miss him? Sure. Will he be missed? Absolutely. He's amazing at what he does. But my tears are for him because I've seen how much he loves what he does and how much he's gonna miss it.
Retiring is not gonna be the easiest thing for him because that means not flying for United anymore or flying the big old jets, and I'm sure he's gonna miss that dearly. But I'm excited for him otherwise. I think he could use a break from working for sure. He's earned it.
From the rampers to the passenger service agents to cargo to maintenance, they love him. Everybody at this point, all the employees, I run into them and they're sad to see him go.
I think all of us can say he's added to our career life. When we look back, you know, sitting on that white rocker in the south on your porch, you know, talking to your grandkids about your career, Guam's in the front. That's because of Pierre.
Adventurous.
Confident.
Kind.
A friend.
Easygoing.
Down to earth.
Genuine, I think. Genuine.
I'm going to sound like a school cheerleader if I just say amazing.
Tried to describe Pierre in one word, it would be inspirational.
I know this is probably not like some magnificent word, but I'm going to say humble.
If I were to describe Pierre in one word, that word would be rock star.
A great leader doesn't ask to be a leader. You know, he gets placed in the position, he earns the position, and people follow because they want to. You can't, I was in the Navy for many years. You can't force people to follow you but so much. Pierre understands people. He brings them into the fold, so to speak, so that they want to perform well in their position. They want to work with other people. You know, all together, one big family, let's make this work. And because of that, he's got tremendous credibility throughout the company and his leadership capabilities.
I see that everything and anything that we do going forward would be, what would Pierre do? What would he have done if we were in this situation or if we had to overcome this? People will always be reminded of how he handled things, handled situations.
Pierre.
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 Hey, Pierre.
Hey, Pierre, it's Nick.
Pierre.
Hey, Pierre.
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 Hey, bud.
Dad. Obviously, congratulations on your retirement.
Captain Frenay, thank you so much for mentoring me throughout my career.
I just want to say, Pierre, I'm glad I got a chance to meet you.
Sorry to see you go. It's been a long, wonderful career for you and a great 23 years of friendship for me.
I can't thank you enough for the opportunities that you've given me.
I love you. You know I'm always gonna want happiness for you, so keep adventuring.
I know you wish you could keep flying, but I'm sure you'll find a way to. And thank you so much for all of your endless support. I honestly would not be where I am today without you.
All I really have to say to you is thank you. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for looking the other way when I fell down or helping me pick me up when I fell down.
I will always remember how you were so empathetic when you did a lot of the interactions with the kids and their families. So supportive of what we did at Make-A-Wish.
We're all sad that you're leaving. And for me, I wish you the very best. Of course, these guys are going to make me cry.
I want to let you know that you've left a great impact and an imprint in my heart.
I want to wish you all the best of luck. Not that you need it, because you know you're going places, bro.
I just want to tell you that, I'm extremely proud of you, and thank you for all you've done.
For so many years, you were there for us. You had our backs, and you made this a fun place to be.
Your love and encouragement and your guidance has always meant the world to me.
I thank you for your friendship. And I thank you for your guidance. I thank you for your belief in me, and for letting me be your dear Abby whenever it was necessary.
Thank you for letting me stretch and be the leader that you knew I could be. And thank you for being my friend.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your retirement.
I want to thank you for the many years of great friendship and positivity that you have shown to me and many other people.
I think you spent a lot of time helping a lot of people, and now it's your time to have fun, explore the world, and do everything on your own.
Keep being the best dad and inspiring your children to continue to do what you have been doing. Be there for them.
I know that whatever comes next in your life is going to be outstanding. Good luck to you.
Good luck, Pierre.
Good luck, and hope to see you around.
I am so happy for you, my friend, and I'm also so excited because this is a chapter in your life that's coming to an end. But at the same time, when you flip that page to that new chapter in your life, I am so excited, and I hope to be there to experience with you what's in store for you in the coming future.
Continue to keep in touch with us, and I just wish you all the best.
Keep having that love for life and flying and inspiring others.
Sad to see you go at such an early age. But if you ever need someone to have your back, you've got a lot of people to call on.
I wish you all the best. And as a little inside joke to the two of us, the buffet's open.
I will continue to always look up to you, and I love you so much. Happy retirement.
Hello, I'm Commander Richard Bensing, United States Navy, and I'd like to express my felicitations and heartfelt congratulations to Captain Pierre Frenay upon the occasion of his retirement from United Airlines. Captain, I was a member of the EP-3 crew that was detained by the Chinese on Hainan Island, and I remember very clearly being released from our captors and going out seeing a great big beautiful jet airplane on the tarmac of that airport that they bussed us to. I remember posing with the crew in that airplane, and I remember feeling so many sensations of excitement and anticipation and gratefulness. Everything you might expect that you'd experience when you're being delivered from detainment to freedom. That remains to this day a watershed moment in my life that I will remember and cherish forever. And you, sir, you played a part in it because you were there on that plane that was taking us home. And so please, permit me to offer my congratulations to you upon the completion and culmination of what I'm sure has been a rewarding and worthwhile career roaming the skies. And in this instance, allow me to express my thanks for your service to our nation and to our Navy, and to myself as well and my crew members. So, sir, best of wishes, best of health, best of leisure, and I hope you enjoy your transition to the other side. Good luck.